Okay guys, hey, what's going on? I figured today I'll give you guys a little story about how I bought my first car. If you don't know, which I made a video on this car, but me and my parents bought a 2001 Chevy Blazer with a 4.3 V6, two-door green four-wheel drive, yada yada yada. Anyway, but I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a backstory. Anyhow, when I turned 18, I decided to finally go take my the written test to get my learner's permit. I passed, and then I had to get the hand controls and everything. But I figured before I got the hand controls, I needed to get a car. So anyway, looking on Craigslist, not finding anything too nice. And I was dead set on I really wanted to get a truck. My dad had a truck, and I wanted to get a truck. But I wanted to get somewhat of an older truck. Because I was always one of those people, I don't want AC, I want roll down windows. And if I really had my way, I wanted to get a stick shift. But with me being in a wheelchair, I knew that was never going to happen. So, anywho, I, like I said, looking on Craigslist, nothing happening. I'm going to, was either on my way, and I went to, at this time I still went to physical therapy, and I went to, or it was either going or coming home, and I passed a car lot. I saw a old Dakota. I believe it was in 91, but it was the first or second generation Dakota, and the price in the window was like $700 or $800. It was like perfect. I could afford that because my parents, I could afford 700-800. It was like, yeah, $700 or $800 at the time. I could afford it because I really didn't want to have a car loan for my first car, and I always thought I was going to have to pay for it at this time. So I get home all excited, and I was telling Dad about it. I saw it a few times at the car lot, and it was still there. Till the one day I asked him, I think it was either after school or after I was coming home from therapy, but one day we're sitting at home, and I asked him, it's like, hey, can we stop down at this car lot and look at this truck? He's like, yeah, we can do it one day after I get home from work or whatever. So we go down there. We talk to the guy about it, and he's like, yeah, it's in 91. It's got the 318 in it, which at the time the Dakota only came with the 3.9 liter or the 318, which I believe is the 5.2 liter. Correct me if I'm wrong, but anyway, we go down there, we're looking at it, and Dad's like, this truck's really in not that great a shape because it needed tires. The body looked like it was in decent shape, but it really wasn't. And we went and got the key. He gave us the keys. We started it. And he started it, and it grinding or making like this gurk noise and squealing like crazy. And Dad's like, you'd have to put probably at least $1,000 into this before you could even drive it, because it needed brakes, it needed everything. So naturally, we went home, and I was disappointed because I liked it. I wanted a truck, and I wanted an older truck, and I was disappointed. So he told me, this weekend we'll go to a couple car lots, or we'll go to our buddy's car lot and see what he's got, or we could go stop at some other car lots. So I think it was Saturday or Sunday. We got up, went down to our buddy's car lot, which is about half hour away, and we get there and we see the Blazer. And we're looking at it, and it's like, and I always said I was willing to get a Blazer, but if I could, I would preferably want to get a two-door with the tire mounted on the back. And we looked at it, and we're looking at it. I mean, he wasn't there, but we've stopped and looked at it. And, you know, looking through the windows like you could without the door being unlocked, because the door was locked. And we're looking, and it's like, this is a really clean truck. And I forgot about the Dodge, believe it or not. And I'm a Dodge guy. But I forgot about the Dodge, and it was like, I really like this. I want this truck, or this Blazer, or truck, or whatever you want to call it. And we gave him a call, and we asked him about it, and asked him what he was looking for. Asked him what, as far as money, what he was looking for. He told us, he asked us, well, I'm painting my son's house right now. You want me to I'll come down, we can talk about it. And he's like, no, you don't have to come down, we can talk about it some other day. So we go home, and mom and dad talked about it, and I talked about it. And about maybe 3 days to a week later, we called him and asked him if we could come down and, take a look at it, take it for a ride, and stuff like that. We did. Took it for a ride. The only problem that we had, or the only problem that we knew about, is it needed hubs in the front, which, because he told us the ABS and the brake lights were on, and he says, I think it's just because one of the wheel speed sensors in the front is going out. So I took it to school. I mean, I don't have my license. I didn't have my license, nor do I have my license at the time, at present day. So I had Dad take it to school. I put the scan tool on it, and sure enough, it needed two wheel sensors. So we put the wheel sensors in it. Anyway, I'm rambling about other things. Anyway, we would test drive it. 4-wheel drive works and everything, which was important. No rust, or nothing major with the rust. So we go home, talk to Mom and Dad talk about it, and they talked about it with me. It's like, it's in good condition, and it's a good price. If I can figure out how to get this money, or get the money for it, we're going to get it. And we told them we'd probably be there within a week or two to pick it up. And it took a little longer than expected, unfortunately. But long and short of it, we ended up with the truck, and I've loved it ever since. Put over 1,500 miles on it since we've had it. I know that's not a lot, but anyway, that's about the story of how I got my car. And you'll probably end up seeing more videos on it. I got some plans. I want to do things to it, and I'll then I'll do like an updated walk around video of it, maybe. And I'm gonna try to put and I'll put a picture in the video similar to that truck I wanted to buy. At least I'm gonna attempt to. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I know I make crappy videos, but give me a thumbs up, tell your friends, and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.